Here we go. Stan Lee presents The Silver Surfer. It's called Heaven. Man in brown is the collector. He is one of the oldest beings in the universe. An elder of the universe, in fact. He lost his wife, Matani, more than 3 billion years ago. He's missed her all that time. She just came back from the dead. Matani! He did it! The Grandmaster did it! He brought you out of Death's domain! Matani, my darling one, how do you feel? It doesn't matter. I don't understand. That doesn't matter either. But Matani, you died of apathy. We elders, we have lived so long because we have the will to live. I don't know what that says. Anyone can have it, I think it says. Anyone can have it. You can have it. I am proof. But I don't care, Tain Lear. I was so weary after 2 billion years. I've slept so very long since then. But I have no more desire to remain awake now than I did then. No, my Danny, this isn't the way it was supposed to be. I suppose not. But Daddy! Collector, I've come for you! Ah, I see that you've returned from the dominion of the dead with an undiminished will. I want to know what you elders are doing, Tenlir Tyven. First, the champion attacks me, saying he's allied himself with the Skrulls. Next, I learn that the Grandmaster plans to kill the Avengers. And when I save the West Coast members, you do your best to rectify that for him. I cannot speak for the other Surfer. We elders call each other brother, but we are not related or close. The champion I know nothing about, and as for the Grandmaster, you may remember that he sacrificed himself to save me from death once. I certainly owed him a debt. And he offered to send my wife back to me. As you can see, that didn't transpire as planned either. What's that? Is that you? What's that sound? I didn't realize. The loss of my beloved Shalabal still haunts me. It is easy to understand what drove this man. If he is telling the truth this time. How do I know this is your wife, Collector? His grief is genuine. Esperata! Have you been here all this time? I have, Surfer. When we drank the Collector's potion, and the rest of you died, I didn't. I don't know why I didn't, but it gave him the idea of adding me to his collection. I've held him at bay with my powers of fire and light, but until you came, I had no way to leave this ship. Still, I witnessed his reunion with his wife, and I'm sure that's she. Tyven, I'm going to get to the bottom of these various plots. If you have no connection with them, as you say, then I'll not trouble you again. But if I find otherwise, you'll not find me so accommodating when I return. That's fair enough. Are you ready to leave, Avenger? Not an Avenger yet, Surfer, but yes, I'm ready. And so am I. Whee! So a collector here. The Silver Surfer has thrust himself into our affairs again. Champion. He must be stopped, brother. He must be crushed, like the baby gnat he is. Rest for a time. I'll alert the others. Rest? No rest for me, for rest would give me time to grieve. And I collected all the grief I needed 3 billion years ago. The collector and champion are linked. Is there sound when a tree speaks in a forest of trophies? Oh my god, it's so magnificent. I'm afraid returning to Earth is not nearly as exciting to me, Esperata. I spent too long trapped here for absence to have made the heart grow fonder. I came to save the Avengers and I'll be gone as soon as I've set you down. Yes, you came to save. Is something wrong? Surfer, when you first came to Earth, there were those who thought of you as a holy man. Excuse me, but are you a herald of the Messiah? Me? Nebulae unfolding, no! I heard the legends while I was trapped, legends of a religious Messiah, but any similarities are pure coincidence. It's not just legend. That is, well, I'm a Christian. I believe in my Bible, and I believe that my family has walked with God for many generations. I know that the Son of God will return someday, preceded by other holy men. Esperata, in my travels through space, I've found the religious impulse in all parts of the universe, and I've met gods. I can't speak to specific manifestations on your world, but I believe that there is an energy that touches all of us. I cannot say for certain that there is a plan, but I know I would have no special place in that plan. We all have a special place. We all have a special place, Surfer, but I take your meaning. Whee! Meanwhile, in a special place 500 million miles away. I want to kill something, Captain. All primo pillagers get bored, Private. And who would not? 87 Nalox from home. The central galaxy is but a smudge on our tech screens, and this Milky Way is ugly. I can well understand why Captain Marvel went mad on his mission here. You'll never earn promotion in the Kree forces with such a limited understanding, Private Star Am. This admittedly ugly galaxy has bred more mischief than any other in our empire. It not only generates more superior beings than its development would indicate, it is the closest galaxy to the Skrull Empire, and thus a hotbed for their intrigue and subversion. I want to kill some Skrulls. You may get your chance. Look! Wow! Do 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 do. Ambassador Bektar, Green Deep Cruiser, by the Deviant Gene. We were almost done with this quadrant. Execute attack. Something, Captain. Hang on. Listen to that whine. That isn't normal, is it? You're on Zenlaw too long, Rock. It's not at all normal. The ion drive's on the verge of inversion. Anything less is suicide. We have to destroy them before they destroy us. Ah! Firepower, Major Mascot! Still want to kill Skrulls, Private? More than ever, sir. I'll do it for you! Damage control! Engine's dying! Avis! Too late! They're coming around on us, Ambassador! We have our orders for the situation, Commander Grillock. Orders? What orders? We're going to Paradise, Agent Alarock. The Paradise promised all brave Skrulls. Lock us on! No further resistance noted, Colonel. No further signs of life, sir. I don't like it. We're good, but no one's that good. Lead the boarding party, Captain. Yes, Colonel. And I'll remember your remark disparaging this Kree patrol. By the Great Pama! They've been blown apart from the inside as if they'd swallowed antimatter. But what? What did they want us to know? I devised an information link to the Supreme Intelligence Colonel. I don't understand this at all, but he might. Agreed, Captain. The Kree are one step closer to learning that the Skrulls have lost their shape-changing power. Why is this upside down? This ad is upside down on... Okay. Let's do it. Pandemonium, land where down can be up, and the best AD&D game players can be knocked head over heels. Now you can travel to destinations even most airlines can't reach. Introducing TSR's Manual of the Planes, the long-awaited collection of rules, rule modifications, and spell effects for ethereal and astral traveling in the adventure world's advanced Dungeons & Dragons game. Manual of the Planes contains valuable player information on how to survive the perils of interplanar travel when spells and magic don't work the way they're supposed to. So when your AD&D game campaign calls for plane travel, bring along your Manual of the Planes and avoid getting caught up or down in pandemonium. Available in all fine toy hobby and bookstores. I get it. That's ingenious. Bring the Third Reich to his knees in time for the 10 o'clock news. Now's your chance to pan the Poundses and wipe out the Wehrmacht. Or if you're so inclined, you can battle Blood and Guts and try and beat Bradley to the punch. That's the Onslaught game, challenging new SPI lighting simulation game you can execute in only 4 hours. From the landing at Normandy to the battle of the Bulge to the push in the Rhine, you're in charge of the Allied forces or the Axis powers. It is up to you. The Onslaught game has been created through exacting research, through playtesting and in-depth design, to give you the most accurate reenactments of the major tactical maneuvers of World War II. So join the ranks today, and when you play the Onslaught game, you never know how the big one will end. Available at all fine toy, hobby, and bookstores for under $20. Space. One would think a woman is concerned with the transcendent as Esperata would prefer this to any planet. But each of us prefers what he's accustomed to. She is an Earth woman at heart, and I belong where the stars shine bright. I will honor my pledge to protect the world where I was born. But until the Skrulls or the Kree carry their looming war to Zenla, I have no business there. Somewhere out ahead of me, the explanation for the Elder's strange behavior waits to be discovered. That's all that concerns me now. So I've heard of 7 Elders, though there are more likely to be more. I've met the Collector, the Grandmaster, and the Champion. That leaves the Gardener, the Contemplator, the Possessor, and the Runner. I'm very pleased to meet you, I am. What? This can be none other than the Runner, but I heard nothing of his approach. Seen but once before in Defenders 143. You've no idea how many sentients have spied my golden skin and thought us related, Silver One. But while you were trapped on Earth, I had no desire to meet you. I live to see all there is to see. In all the universe, I would have swiftly reached the end of my 5 billion years if I had to endure what you did. I should be wary of this being after my recent experiences, yet something about him sweeps all my caution from me. And they said you couldn't smile. But I knew you were still too new to this freedom to understand how utterly it dwarfs individual concerns. What brings you to me now, Golden Man? Why, I've come to kill you, of course. I'll make it fast. I can't believe it. I still like this elder, but whatever power he has over my emotions, he has none over the power cosmic. Ha 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 ha! My brothers told me this would make a memorable contest. But even though others mistook me for you, there's quite a difference between us, Surfer. I need no support when I run through the universe. And you need this gleaming board. No, Runner, the board's not for support. It's for locomotion, just like your legs are for you. And just like your legs are for you, it's completely under my control. To me, my board! It's time the Runner learned the power of the Silver Surfer. Impressive. There's no doubt about it, but I haven't survived for 5 billion years by being easily beaten. Do what you will with your board, you cannot shake me free. We'll see how much you can take, Elder. Fine. This should be the way it should be, Surfer. You and me, toe to toe. Hand to hand. Is power as great as mine, or is it stronger? Can't be. Can't. Arr. That was fun. Embedded into some planet. Pain. Never so much pain. Am I? Dying? No, Silver Surfer. You need not die. This one has come to soothe your pain. Can this be true? Or have I died and gone to heaven? Next, Mantis. Mm. The wedding of the year, and you're invited. Join Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson as they tie the knot in The Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 21. Also take a special look back at their relationship in Marvel Saga number 22. No thanks. I'll pass. This was huge though. Like it sold